Hey, Shalom, Baruch Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKodash, the ones apostles, bishops, elders of great millstone, and Shalom, true brothers in the highways and byways, doing works sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting that good fight of faith. Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. All right. So I was looking into the MOTB and, seeing what was going down these last few days, these last few weeks, or what have you. So here's what we came up with, right? So I typed in what states are going to implement the chip. And it says at least 13 U.S. states have passed laws banning employers from forcing employees to have microchips implanted. Driven by privacy concerns, key states which these bans include Alaska, California, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Utah, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Alabama. Alabama and Mississippi. All right. So these are the 13 states that are refusing to force employers to have their employees get this chip, right? Which is all fine and dandy. So what this is going to start? This is going to start a small ripple effect where people are going to start saying, if they implement the chip, I'm just going to move to one of the states that don't require you having it. All right. So these states, even though they're saying they passed laws already banning this thing, it doesn't matter what these states feel or what these states think. All right. It does not matter. And why doesn't it matter? Well, let's check it out. Okay, this is Daniel 4:17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, in the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and give it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men." All right. So the point being made here is the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right. The MOTB is of the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is going to go out without fail. All right. Scriptures say what? My word will never go out void. So it doesn't matter what these 13 states may feel and how they may feel about their citizens' protections and privacy. That's all out the window. Because when the new currency changes over, all right, these states are going to have to get involved. They're going to have to get involved if they want to stay current, if they want to be in the new world order, if you will, and if they feel that they have enough sustainability, which is not going to be much because the dollar is going to be done away with. They're going to convert, just like every other country is going to convert to the MOTB. Okay? Revelation 3:10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation." Now, about 10, 12, 13 years ago, we here at Great Millstone did short little videos concerning what the hour of temptation was. All right. And brothers there were some beautiful lessons that came out of that. But our adversaries, our enemies, if you will, they made mockery of it. And they had a great time making videos, talking shit, But where are they now? And look what they're talking about now. All right. And this goes to show you who the Lord is truly dealing with. And it jumps down from the head apostles on down. The hour of temptation is real. All right. And as we read on, it says, "which shall come upon all the world." All right. So every nation, every country is going to get involved and be a part of this system. All right. Including United States of America. These 13 states who are making, trying to stand their ground, if you will, they're not going to be able to stand whatsoever because of the nature of what this is all about. This is going to be the thing that's going to consume the whole world. And now we're living in that time. All right? There was once upon a time a man had said, there is no microchip. Well, I wonder what he has to say about it now. As a matter of fact, he may even be teaching it. You know? Because there's no other way around it. There's no other way to analyze this. There's no other way to break this down. It is what it is, and it's straightforward. Okay? So let me go back over here again. It says key details. These laws generally prohibit employers from requiring the often subcutaneous implantation of a radio frequency identification device as a condition of employment. All right. Now, they already gave you the precursor, which was, a test run to seeing who would actually take the the mad scientist juice, and damn near half the country, if not more, took it. And the same thing is going to be with the MOTB. If you want to stay current, if you want to be a part of the moving parts of society, you're going to have to get chipped up. There's no doubt about it. It says most restrictive state. Nevada's laws, AB 266, is considered the most restrictive as it prohibits not only forced implementation, but also makes it illegal for individuals to voluntarily elect to receive these devices. All right? So now, here they are trying to protect their citizens, but at the same time, they're now taking the citizens' rights away to have freedom of choice. You see? So they're saying you can't even voluntarily get this thing. Finishing off, it says providing a total protection against mandatory or voluntary tagging in the workplace. And that's another thing that's going to have to be understood. This thing ain't just going to be for workplace purposes. You see? And this is where these states are going to fall short. Fine. You can govern your people and to say, if this company does XYZ, they're going to be, restricted from receiving funding for whatever. But because it's going to be worldwide, because it's going to be global, this thing is going to reach every household, every city, every state, every province without fail. And these employers who say we have, these states who say we have restricted these employers from giving this chip, this is not going to matter. Everybody's going to be on board. As they say, all hands are going to be on deck. It has to be, because prophecy is at hand. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. All right? And this is what the MOTB is. It's prophecy. All right? Finishing off on the scope. It says these are largely primitive strikes against technology, as mandatory workplace-wide forced microchipping has not been widely reported or implemented in the U.S. No worries, do not fear, because it's going to be implemented. They're just waiting for the next, if you will, false flag, all right? Uprising, bank closing. So they're just waiting to put this thing into play. All right. But as we get into the understanding of this, there's nothing that's going to stop this thing from taking place. You can put your legislation out there. You can tell people that, you have put in play restrictive measures. But as we read in Daniel 4, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So don't think for 1 minute that men on this planet, on the planet Earth, are going to trump the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's just not going to happen that way. All right? What we got here? This is Revelation 13, jumping down to 15. And it says, and he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak, and is caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right? So this is all going to come together. If you thinking you're gonna sit there and deny the MOTB, you're gonna deny, this system. Elder Apostle Gabar for years was bringing out how they were gonna re-implement the guillotine. All right, a lot of you people are gonna be marched right to that guillotine, and your head's gonna roll like a marble. Okay, as it is written, as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and it jumps on to verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, so there it is. There's nothing you can do to stop this. Right? And if you're an Israelite, why would you want to stop it? It's time to get the hell up out of here. It's time to go back home. All right? But you got to understand, we ain't going nowhere until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai puts this thing into play and implements the MOTB. We ain't going anywhere. And this is why we do what we do. Prophesying, doing lessons about it, breaking it down, exposing any avenue that contains the MOTB in this beast system. Not many men on the highways and byways are revealing what the Lord has delivered unto them. And if they're not revealing anything, that means the Lord didn't deliver anything. But we here at Great Millstone, we're touching every ounce of news, of prophecy, of word, anything that's help forwarding the edification and the pushing of the body of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we're going to bring it out. Without a shadow of a doubt, we're going to bring it out. Right? Let's hit a couple more. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, right? And this is one of Trump's mottos, peace and safety. But you also have to add in the MOTB as a part of the saying of that peace and safety. All right? Because they want you to believe that the system that's being implemented is going to be a system that's going to be safe and secure. All right? Continuing on that. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. All right? Because the chip is going to already be implemented by this point. And it says, as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay? So when a woman has them pains, those pains ain't going anywhere until the baby is delivered. Then only after then the baby is delivered, those pains, those birth pains will go away. All right? So again, these states and these countries who have gotten together with their Congress, their legislators, their bill makers and policy writers, just because you said that you feel that, microchipping is immoral or illegal, it doesn't matter what you feel. So keep your eyes open, Be on the watch, because before you know it, we're going to be seeing the system being implemented right before our very eyes. And even then, that's going to be a frightful sight, because now you'll now understand at that moment, you ain't a part of the society anymore. You ain't a part of the commerce that goes with the society. You're not buying anything. You're not selling anything unless you have received his image, his mark, and accepted him. And only then will you be able to do the things that you love to do. All right? So with that, I just want to make it a quick hit. I'm going to see y'all brothers in Nolan. I'm going to say shalom for now.